turns their head. I speak but my voice falls quiet instead. The air moves through me, I'm light as glass, a name they forget, a face that won't last. I smiled, I stayed, but no one ever stayed for me. I was invisible, a shadow passing by, transparent heart that no one asked why, standing right there, but never seen. I was invisible, caught in between. They brush my shoulder, their laughter near, but every sound just disappeared. I learned to fade, to take up less space, to live unseen, to erase my face. I was invisible, a ghost in plain sight, smiling through daylight, crying at night. No reflection in their eyes. I was invisible, a quiet disguise. If I vanished, would they even know? Would the room still feel the same without my shadow? I was invisible, but I was still here, a hollow voice no one could hear. And in that crowd so bright, so loud, I was invisible, lost in the crowd. His smile has edges and made of glass. It cracks each time a moment pass. I wear it daily, polished clean, so no one asks what I really mean. It hurts to hold it, but I still try. It's lighter than tears, easier than wine. They see the glow, not what's beneath. A porcelain grin with pain in its teeth. I've learned the script, the practice lines, hide my truth behind the shy. This is the smile I wore for them, a borrowed light, a quiet hymn. kept it thin. This fragile mask on fragile skin. Each curve, each laugh was part of the show. A painted warmth they never know. My cheeks remember the ache too well. A costume stitched by no one else. They never asked and I never told how heavy a smile can be to hold. This is the smile I wore for them. Pretend a fragile joy, a hollow tune. It cracks in quiet under the moon. I kept it shining, I kept it still. A mask that smiled against my will. If I let it fall, would they turn away? Would silence stay kinder than what they'd say? This is the smile I wore for them. I wore it till I forgot who I am. It hides the pain, it hides the truth. A tired child beneath the proof. I kept it glowing till it went dim. The smile I wore, not for me, for them. They said I shine when I don't speak. They like me soft, they like me weak. They love the laughter, not the ache. The perfect pose I used to fake. They praise the glow, not what it cost. They saw the smile, not what was lost. They called it grace, they called it light, but never asked what hides at night. Now I see the truth they chose. They love the petals, not the thorns I hold. They only love the surface, the shine that glossed the stage. They never saw the currents, the storms beneath the waves. They love the calm reflection, not the depths that pull and strain. They only love the surface and left me in the rain. They like the version I rehearsed, the filtered joy, the softened words. Every truth I tried to show just sank too deep for them to know. And I kept still, afraid to fall. It's easier to please them all. They only love the surface, the shine, the gloss, the play. They never face the darkness that hides beneath the day. They love the easy image, the quiet painted frame. They only love the surface, and I became their flame. I used to think that love was real when someone smiled at what they see. But now I know the cruelest truth. They never looked past me. light that never stays. They love what's safe and pretty and walked away from pain. So I'll keep what's hidden, the parts they couldn't face. They only love the surface, but I'm deeper than that space. Built these walls with careful hands, layer by layer, grain by sand. Every smile a brick in place, every silence hides my face. There's a door that no one knows, a key I keep where no light goes. Outside I laugh, I seem so free, but that's the shell protecting me. It's safer here behind the lines, where truth can't be unkind. I'm hiding the real me behind a fortress made of fear. It's quiet but it's lonely, no one ever gets too near. I locked away my heartbeat so the world can't make it bleed. I'm hiding the real me where no one else can see. I wear my calm like armor plates, pretend I don't anticipate. Each word they say feels like a test, so I just smile and do my best. The mirror knows what I've erased, the parts of me I've learned to brace. Safe behind these fragile bars, but I forgot where the exits are. The higher I build, the less I breathe. The safety's suffocating me. I'm hiding the real me behind a fortress made of fear. It's quiet but it's empty, and echoes fill my ears. I sealed away my laughter so the cracks won't set me free. I'm hiding the real me somewhere no one will be. If I tear these walls apart, will I still know my beating heart? Or have I buried it too deep in the silence I keep? I'm hiding the real me behind a wall I built so high. It keeps me safe from breaking, but it keeps the world outside. I wanted peace but found defeat. It's lonely to be safe, you see. I'm hiding the real me, and it's hiding me from me. stay polite. I built my calm, I wore it well. A perfect mask no one could tell. They passed me by with gentle eyes. Never thought to question lies. A flawless scene rehearsed in neat. I vanished standing on my feet. And I guess that means I did it right. I disappeared in plain sight. No one ever looked twice. No one stopped to see behind. They loved the version I devised and left the rest confined. I smiled, I spoke, I played my part. I faded out so fine. No one ever looked twice. And maybe that's by design. The walls I built, the masks I wore, became the skin I can't ignore. Their laughter never reached my name, and somehow I preferred that game. They never saw the trembling hands or all the noise my silence spanned. I waved, I laughed, I disappeared, and no one saw the cost this year. I blended in, I learned the art of breaking softly apart. No one ever looked twice. No one caught the fading light. They saw the smile, not the disguise. Believe the calm was right. I whispered truth in empty rooms, but echoes don't suffice. No one ever looked twice, and I stopped asking why. Was it peace or was it lost? Did I win or just get lost? If being unseen keeps me safe, why does it still ache this way? No one ever looked twice. No one saw me fall in line. They loved the glow, ignored the cries, and called it doing fine. I hid so well, I disappeared, and that became my life. No one ever looked twice, and maybe neither did I. I wore my practice smile again, the one that always fooled them then. A glass reflection calm and clear. I thought no one would ever peer. The room was loud, the lights too bright. I stood there fading into white, but your eyes didn't glance and go. They lingered long enough to know you didn't the part I had defended. But you saw right through me, past the shimmer, past the fear. You caught the cracks beneath the surface, the quiet ache I hid for years. You looked and you didn't turn away. How could you see me that way? You saw right through me, and I didn't know what to say. Began to slip, your gaze too gentle to resist. It wasn't pity, not a stare. It felt like air, it felt like care. You didn't flinch, you didn't pry. You didn't need to break the silence. You spoke just with your eyes, and for the first time I could breathe. No hiding, no disguise. You saw right through me, and I came back to life. Silence underneath. They saw my smile shining proud, but you saw the tremor in my teeth. They saw the light I forced to glow. You saw the shadow it would throw. Well, they passed by too loud, too fast. You noticed what was meant to last. You didn't ask, you didn't pry. You just listened when I sighed. You noticed the sadness in my eyes, in the spaces between. You heard the quiet confession that my words could never mean. You saw the cracks that no my hidden name, you noticed the sadness, and I wasn't alone again. You noticed when my hands grew cold, when laughter felt rehearsed too old. You saw the pause before I spoke, how I smiled to hide the choke. They praised the mask, they loved the show, but you saw what they never know. You caught the truth behind the pose, like sunlight breaking through the snow. You didn't fix, you didn't try, you just stayed there by my side. You noticed the sadness in my tone, in my retreat. You heard the heart I'd buried beneath the practice beat. You saw the cracks that no one claimed, and you whispered my hidden name. You noticed the sadness, and it finally felt safe to feel. No spotlight, no demand, just your eyes, your steady hand. You saw the quiet pain I wore, and somehow I was hiding no more. You noticed the sadness, and you didn't turn away. You let the silence speak for me when I had nothing left to say. You saw the cracks, you saw me true, and somehow I saw me too. You noticed the sadness, and the world grew soft, not blue. You asked about my scars, not where they came from, just how they are. Your voice was soft like dusk on glass. You didn't push, you only asked. Everyone else pretended not to see, but you looked gently, carefully. You didn't flinch, you didn't turn. You held the space and let me burn, and I froze between fear and grace. Someone finally saw that place. You asked about my scars like they were stories, not mistakes. You traced them in the air as if they weren't something to erase. You asked about my scars, and suddenly the walls fell thin. The door I'd locked for years let a little light come in. You didn't need a name for pain, you only asked if it still rains. Your eyes were calm, not pity's shade, like you saw beauty in what time made. I almost lied, I almost smiled, but your silence waited, soft beguiled. And in that hush I found a choice to trust the warmth inside your voice. It wasn't pity, it wasn't cure. It felt like peace I'd waited for. You asked about my scars something broken to conceal, but something love could forgive. You asked about my scars and didn't ask for why. You just stayed there quietly beneath my trembling sky. I thought those marks made me unworthy, but you called them maps of where I've been. You said they make you real, and I let your words sink in. You asked about my scars, and I didn't hide this time. Your voice became the mirror that showed I'd still survive. You asked about my scars, not to fix but to understand. And in that question, you held my hand. I've spent my life behind the glass, smiling so no one would ask. Build my walls so high, so wide, safe inside but half alive. You stood there calm and still, didn't break, didn't fill the silence. You just looked and I forgot to hide. For the first time, I felt alive. No one ever stayed this long. No one ever saw this wrong. For the first time I felt seen, not the mask, not the in-between. You looked past what I used to be, and somehow I could finally breathe. The weight I carried disappeared. Your gaze said you're safe here. For the first time, I felt seen. My armor fell without a sound. You didn't flinch when it hit the ground. You didn't ask for pretty words. You stayed through the cracks you heard. The shadows faded slow and kind. I left the ghost I'd been behind. Every silence turned to light when your eyes found mine that night. And I don't know you knew, but I finally saw me too. For the first time I felt seen, like the glass had turned to air. All the weight I used to wear just slipped away when you were there. could finally breathe out loud. No more hiding in the crowd. You looked at me and everything changed. The air was warm, the fear was gone for the first time. I wasn't alone for the first time. I felt seen. The morning came, the air was still. No grand words, no trembling thrill. You made some tea, I watched the steam. It felt like peace, it felt like me. They used to hand me mirrors to show me what to fix. You just sat beside me and let the quiet mix. You didn't try to change me, didn't ask me to be new. You saw the cracks and stayed like they were something true. You didn't try to fix me, you just held my trembling hands. And somehow in your silence, you said you understand. They used to call me broken, you called me still becoming. No rush, no mold, no lines to trace. You gave my chaos space. I thought love was correction, but you taught me it could rest in the gentle imperfection. I finally felt blessed. You didn't try to change me, didn't smooth my edges down. You wore my flaws like colors, not something to drown. You didn't try to fix me, you just breathed and let me be. And for the first time in my life, that was enough for me. No better version waiting, no saving, no replacing you. You saw the scars, the cracks, the mess, and somehow that was wholeness. You didn't try to change me, and love was finally kind. You stayed right where I ended and met me there in time. You didn't try to fix me, you just saw what was real. And in your stillness, I learned how to heal. You didn't try to change me, and that changed everything. I used to hold my breath behind the walls I made. Every smile was measured, every truth delayed. But now the air feels different, it moves inside my chest. No masks, no weight, no echoes left. The silence isn't heavy now. It's quiet but it's kind somehow. I can finally breathe. The weight has left my bones. The sky feels wide, and I don't feel alone. I can finally breathe. The air tastes clean and free. For the first time forever, I'm here, I'm me. Oh, I remember the walls I built, how cold they used to sound. Now they're ruins kissed by sunlight, flowers growing from the ground. No more rehearsed emotion, no more hiding underneath. Just the steady rise and fall of breath. I can finally be. My lungs remember how the air is mine to keep, and I'm free now. I can finally breathe, so simple yet so wide. I'm not just surviving, I'm alive. I can finally breathe. I've shown you all the broken parts, the cracks beneath the smile, the shadows I once hid away. You've seen them all the while, and still you never turned your eyes, you never walked away. You see my flaws and you stay. No need to hide, no need to mend. You love me where I am, not where I've been. You see my flaws and you stay. You don't run when the light fades. You hold the chaos like it's something holy. You touch the scars and never ask me to erase. silence feels like comfort now, not the sound of retreating. You stay through the mess and the gray, through the trembling in my voice, and I finally believe it's by choice. No fixing hands, no careful disguise, just truth reflected in your eyes. You see my flaws and you stay when my colors start to fray. You don't flinch from the unpolished story. You see the cracks and call them grace. You see my flaws and you stay. You don't try to make me new, you just make me feel enough. Every broken piece feels safe when it's held with love. You see my flaws and you stay, like morning after rain. The air is clear, the fear is gone, and I know you'll stay the same. You see my flaws and you stay. You stay. You stay. I used to hide behind a smile to fit inside the frame. Now the mirror doesn't scare me, it just whispers my name. The cracks, the scars, the quiet lines, they finally look like mine. No disguise, no second take, I'm done pretending I'm okay. This is me, unfiltered, no gloss, no mask, no blur. What you see is what remains when I stop trying to be heard. This is me, unfiltered, and I don't need to hide the pain. It all belongs, it all became the truth beneath my name. I used to shrink to make them stay, to soften every word I'd say. Now silence feels like space to breathe, not proof that I'm in the way. The weight I carried fades like smoke, it's gone and I still stand whole. No apologies to make, no mask left to break. This is me, unfiltered, no gloss, no mask, no blur. What you see is what remains when I stop trying to be heard. This is me, unfiltered, and I finally understand I'm not the echo or the plan. I'm enough just as I am. The walls are dust, the smile's no lie. The mirror meets my open eyes. No more hiding, no more fear. Every flaw is welcome here. This is me, unfiltered. Every breath, every scar, every blur. What you see is not rehearsed, it's real, it's raw, it's earned. This is me, unfiltered. No more running from the light. This is me. Unfiltered. I used to fade into the walls, a shadow nobody called. But then your eyes found mine, and suddenly I was defined. You didn't try to fix the cracks, you just saw what others passed. You didn't turn away, and that's the day I learned to stay. To be seen is to be loved, no grand words, just enough. You looked and I became, not broken, not ashamed. To be seen is to be loved, and I find I understand. You held my truth in your hands and called it beautiful. I used to whisper in the dark, hoping someone might hear my spark. But silence taught me how to wait, till your gaze rewrote my fate. You didn't ask me to pretend. You saw the start inside the end. You saw the mess, the fear, the ache and stay. That's all it takes. To be seen is to be loved, no grand words, just enough. You looked and I became, not broken, not ashamed. To be seen is to be loved. Every scar, every part was safe inside your heart. Now I see it clear. Love was never loud. It was here in every gentle look, in every eye. Know you saw me, and I finally saw myself. To be seen is to be loved, not by many, just by one. You stayed and I was found. In your silence I became sound. To be seen is to be loved, and I'll carry that truth above. Now I know what love is made of. To be seen is to be loved. To be seen is to be loved. I used to hide behind my smile, fade into the quiet for a while. I thought no one would ever stay, but then your eyes found the truth in my gray. You didn't ask me to be more. You loved the cracks, the open door. Through every storm you softly stayed, and that's how all my fears decayed. You never tried to change my face, you just saw me in my place. You are the one who truly sees me, past the noise, past what I pretend to be. In your light I learned to breathe, to stand, to love, to simply be. You are the one who truly sees me, and that's all I ever needed to believe. I remember when I couldn't speak, every word felt too weak, but you listened through my silence deep and turned the dark to gentle peace. Now every wall I built has gone, and I can finally belong. The girl who hid has learned to stay, because you saw her anyway. You never looked away in fear, you just whispered, I'm still here. You are the one who truly sees me, past the noise, past what I pretend to be. In your light I learned to breathe, to stand, to love, to simply be. You are the one who truly sees me, and that's all I ever needed to believe. You found the ghost I used to be, held her hand and set her free. Now every breath I take whispers your name quietly. You are the one who truly sees me, not a shadow, not a plea. You stayed when I was lost and small, and now I see that's after all. You are the one who truly sees me, and I'll carry your light endlessly. You are the one who truly sees me. In a room full of laughter, no one turns their head. I speak, but my voice falls quiet instead. The air moves through me, I'm light as glass, a name they forget, a face that won't last. caught in between. They brushed my shoulder, their laughter near, but every sound just disappeared. I learned to fade, to take up less space, to live unseen, to erase my face. I was invisible, a ghost in plain sight, smiling through daylight, crying at night. No reflection in their eyes. I was invisible, a quiet disguise. If I vanished, would they even know? Would the room still feel the same without my shadow? I was invisible, but I was still here, a hollow voice no one could hear. And in that crowd so bright, so loud, I was invisible, lost in the crowd. I was invisible. Mm-mm. 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 Mm. This smile is edges made of glass. It cracks each time the moment pass. I wear it daily, polished clean, so no one asks what I really mean. It hurts to hold it, but I still try. It's lighter than tears, easier than wine. They see the glow, not what's beneath. A porcelain grin with pain in its teeth. I've learned the script, the practice lines, hide my truth behind the shine. This is the smile I wore for them, a borrowed light, a quiet hymn. It never reached my tired eyes, just floated there, rehearsed and shy. I kept it steady, I kept it thin, this fragile mask on fragile skin. Each curve, each laugh was part of the show, a painted warmth they'd never know. My cheeks remember the ache too well, a costume stitched by no one else. They never asked and I never told how heavy a smile can be to hold. This is the smile I wore for them, my armor made of light and pretend, a fragile joy, a hollow tune. It cracks in quiet under the moon. I kept it shining, I kept it still, a mask that smiled against my will. If I let it fall, would they turn away? Would silence stay kinder than what they'd say? This is the smile I wore for them. I wore it till I forgot who I am. It hides the pain, it hides the truth, the tired child beneath the proof. I kept it glowing till it went dim. The smile I wore, not for me, for them. They said I shine when I don't speak. They like me soft, they like me weak. They love the laughter, not the ache. The perfect pose I used to fake. They praise the glow, not what it cost. They saw the smile, not what was lost. They called it grace, they called it light, but never asked what hides at night. Now I see the truth they chose. They love the petals, not the thorns I hold. They only love the surface, the shine, the gloss, the stage. They never saw the current, the storms beneath the waves. They love the calm reflection, not the depths that pull and strain. They only love the surface and left me in. They like the version I rehearsed, the filtered joy, the softened words. Every truth I try to show just sank too deep for them to know. And I kept still, afraid to fall. It's easier to please them all. They only love the surface, the shine, the gloss, the play. They never face the darkness that hides beneath the day. They love the easy image, the quiet painted frame. They only love the surface, and I became their flames. I used to think that love was real when someone smiled at what they see. And now I know the cruelest truth. They never looked past me. They only love the surface, the light that never stays. They loved what's safe and pretty and walked away from pain. So I'll keep what's hidden, the parts they couldn't face. They only love walls with careful hands, layer by layer, grain by sand. Every smile a brick in place, every silence hides my face. There's a door that no one knows, a key I keep where no light goes. Outside I laugh, I seem so free, but that's the shell protecting me. It's safer here behind the lines, where truth can't be unkind. I'm hiding the real me behind a fortress made of fear. It's quiet, but it's lonely. No one ever gets too near. I locked away my heartbeat so the world can't make it bleed. I'm hiding the real me when no one else can see. I wear my calm like armor plates, pretend I don't anticipate. Each word they say feels like a test, so I just smile and do my best. The mirror knows what I've erased, the parts of me I learned to brace, safe behind these fragile bars. But I forgot where the exits are. The higher I build, the less I breathe. This safety suffocating me. I'm hiding the real me behind a fortress made of fear. It's quiet, but it's empty, and echoes fill my ears. I sealed away my laughter so the cracks won't set me free. I'm hiding the real me somewhere no one will be. If I tear these walls apart, will I still know my beating heart? Or have I buried it too deep in the silence I keep? I'm hiding the real me behind a wall I built so high. It keeps me safe from breaking, but it keeps the world outside. I wanted peace but found defeat. It's lonely to be safe, you see. I'm hiding the real me, and it's hiding me from me. I learned to smile just right, to dim my light and stay polite. I built my calm, I wore it well, a perfect mask no one could tell. They passed me by with gentle eyes, never thought to question lies. A flawless scene, rehearsed and neat, I vanished standing on my feet. And I guess that means I did it right. I disappeared in plain sight. No one ever looked twice. No one stopped to see behind. They loved the version I devised and left the rest confined. I smiled, I spoke, I played my part. I faded out so fine. No one ever looked twice, and maybe that's by design. The walls I built, the masks I wore, became the skin I can't ignore. Their laughter never reached my name, and somehow I preferred that game. They never saw the trembling hands or all the noise my silence spent. I waved, I laughed, I disappeared, and no one saw the cost this year. I blended in, I learned the art of breaking softly apart. No one ever looked twice. No one called the fading light. They saw the smile, not the disguise. Believed the calm was right. I whispered truth in empty rooms, but echoes don't suffice. No one ever looked twice, and I stopped asking why. Was it peace or was it lost? Did I win or just get lost? If being unseen keeps me safe, why does it still ache this way? No one ever looked twice. No one saw me fall in line. They loved the glow, ignored the cries, and called it doing fine. I hid so well, I disappeared, and that became my life. No one ever looked twice, and maybe neither did I. I wore my practice smile again, the one that always fooled them then. A glass reflection, calm and clear. I thought no one would ever peer. The room was loud, the lights too bright. I stood there fading into white, but your eyes didn't glance and go. They lingered long enough to know you didn't see what I pretended. You saw the part I had defended, but you saw right through me. Past the shimmer, past the fear, you caught the cracks beneath the surface. The quiet ache I hid for years. You looked and you didn't turn away. How could you see me that way? You saw right through me, and I didn't know what to say. The mask I wore began to slip, your gaze too gentle to resist. It wasn't pity, not a stare. It felt like air, it felt like care. You didn't flinch, you didn't pry. You only saw, and that was why. For the first time I felt exposed and safe in being known. You read the silence like a letter. They somehow made the weight feel better, but you saw right through me. the glass, past the guys. You didn't need to break the silence. You spoke just with your eyes, and for the first time I could breathe. No hiding, no disguise. You saw right through me, and I came back to they heard my laughter in the crowd. They heard my laughter in the crowd. You heard the silence underneath. They saw my smile shining proud, but you saw the tremor in my teeth. They saw the light I forced to glow. You saw the shadow it would throw, while they passed by too loud, too fast. You noticed what was meant to last. You didn't ask, you didn't pry. You just listened when I sighed. You noticed the sadness in my eyes, in the spaces between. You heard the quiet confession that my words could never mean. You saw the cracks that no one claimed, and you whispered my hidden name. You noticed the sadness, and I wasn't alone again. You noticed when my hands grew cold, when laughter felt rehearsed too old. You saw the pause before I spoke, how I smiled to hide the choke. They praised the mask, they loved the show, but you saw what they'd never known. You caught the truth behind the pose, like sunlight breaking through the snow. You didn't fix, you didn't try. You just stayed there by my side. You noticed the sadness in my tone, in my retreat. You heard the heart I'd buried beneath the practiced beat. You saw the cracks that no one claimed, and you whispered my hidden name. You noticed the sadness, and it finally felt safe to feel. No spotlight, no demand, just your eyes, your steady hand. You saw the quiet pain I wore, and somehow I was hiding no more. You noticed the sadness, and you didn't turn away. You let the silence speak for me when I had nothing left fade. You saw the cracks, you saw me true, and somehow I saw me too. You noticed the sadness, and the world grew soft, not blue. Asked about my scars, not where they came from, just how they are. Your voice was soft like dusk on glass. You didn't push, you only asked. Everyone else pretended not to see, but you looked gently, carefully. You didn't flinch, you didn't turn. You held the space and let me burn. And I froze between fear and grace. Someone finally saw that place. You asked about my scars like they were stories, not mistakes. You traced them in the air as if they weren't something to erase. You asked about my scars and suddenly the walls fell thin. The door I'd locked for years let a little light come in. You didn't need a name for pain, you only asked if it still rained. Your eyes were calm, not pity's shade, like you saw beauty in what time made. I almost lied, I almost smiled, but your silence waited, soft, beguiled. And in that hush I found a choice, to trust the warmth inside your voice. It wasn't pity, it wasn't cure. It felt like peace I'd waited for. You asked about my scars like they were proof I'd lived, not something broken to conceal, but something love could forgive. You asked about my scars and didn't ask for why. You just stayed there quietly beneath my trembling sky. I thought those marks made me unworthy, but you called them maps of where I've been. You said they make you real, and I let your words sink in. You asked about my scars, and I didn't hide this time. Your voice became the mirror there that showed I'd still survive. You asked about my scars, not to fix, but to understand. And in that question, you held my hand. life behind the glass, smiling so no one would ask. Built my walls so high, so wide, safe inside but half alive. You stood there calm and still, didn't break, didn't fill the silence. You just looked and I forgot to hide. For the first time I felt alive. No one ever stayed this long. No one ever saw this wrong. For the first time I felt seen, not the mess, not the in-between. You looked past what I used to be, and somehow I could finally breathe. The weight I carried disappeared. Your gaze said you're safe here. For the first time I felt seen. Fell without a sound. You didn't flinch when it hit the ground. You didn't ask for pretty words. You stayed through the cracks. You heard her. The shadows faded slow and kind. I left the ghost I'd been behind. Every silence turned to light when your eyes found mine that night. And I don't know how you knew, but I finally saw me too. For the first time I felt seen, like the glass had turned to air. All the weight I used to wear just slipped away when you were there. I breathed in truth and it was clean. For the first time I felt seen. All those years I whispered, don't look too close, but you did, and still you chose. You didn't fix, you didn't flee, you just stayed, and that set me free. For the first time I felt seen, and I could finally breathe out loud. No more hiding in the crowd. You looked at me and everything changed. The air was warm, the fear was gone. For the first time I wasn't alone. For the first time I felt seen. The morning came, the air was still. No grand words, no trembling thrill. You made some tea, I watched the steam. It felt like peace, it felt like me. They used to hand me mirrors to show me what to fix. You just sat beside me and let the quiet mix. You didn't try to change me, didn't ask me to be new. You saw the cracks and stayed like they were something true. You didn't try to fix me, you just held my trembling hands. And somehow in You said you understand. They used to call me broken, you called me still becoming. No rush, no mold, no lines to trace. You gave my chaos space. I thought love was correction, but you taught me it could rest in the gentle imperfection. I finally felt blessed. You didn't try to change me, didn't smooth my edges down. You wore my flaws like colors, not something to drown. You didn't try to fix me, you just breathed and let me be. And for the first time in my life, that was enough for me. Saving, no replacing. You saw the scars, the cracks, the mess, and somehow that was wholeness. You didn't try to change me, and love was finally kind. You stayed right where I ended and met me there in time. You didn't try to fix me, you just saw what was real. And in your stillness, I learned how to heal. You didn't try to change me, and that changed everything. Oh, I used to hold my breath behind the walls I made. Every smile was measured, every truth delayed. But now the air feels different, it moves inside my chest. No masks, no weight, no echoes left. The silence isn't heavy now, it's quiet but it's kind somehow. I can finally breathe, the weight has left my bones. The sky feels wide and I don't feel alone. I can finally breathe, the air tastes clean and free. For the first time in forever, I'm here, I'm me. I remember the walls I built, how cold they used to sound. Now they're ruins kissed by sunlight, flowers growing from the ground. No more rehearsed emotion, no more hiding underneath. Just the steady rise and fall of breath. The quiet is a melody, and it finally belongs to me. I can finally breathe, the fear has gone to sleep. with both feet on the ground. No walls, no masks, no fight, just morning light. No pretending, no need to flee. I can finally be. I can finally be. My lungs remember how the air is mine to keep, and I'm free now. Oh, I can finally breathe. So simple yet so wide. I'm not just surviving. I've shown you all the broken parts, the cracks beneath the smile, the shadows I once hid away. You've seen them all the while, and still you never turned your eyes, you never walked away. You see my flaws and you stay. No need to hide, no need to mend. You love me where I am, not where I've been. You see my flaws and you stay. You don't run when the light fades. You hold the chaos like it's something holy. You touch the scars and never ask me to erase. You see my flaws. Silence feels like comfort now, not the sound of retreating. You stay through the mess and the gray, through the trembling in my voice, and I finally believe it's by choice. No fixing hands, no careful disguise, just truth reflected in your eyes. You see my flaws. Every broken piece feels safe when it's held with love. You see my flaws and you stay like a morning after rain. The air is clear, the fear is gone, and I know you'll stay the same. You see my flaws. I used to hide behind a smile to fit inside the frame. Now the mirror doesn't scare me, it just whispers my name. The cracks, the scars, the quiet lines, they finally look like mine. No disguise, no second take, I'm done pretending I'm okay. This is me, unfiltered, no gloss, no mask, no blur. What you see is what remains when I stop trying to be her. This is me, unfiltered, and I don't need to hide the pain. It all belongs, it all became the truth beneath my name. I used to shrink to make them stay, to soften every word I'd say. Now silence feels like space to breathe, not proof that I'm in the way. The weight I carried fades like smoke, it's gone and I still stand whole. No apologies to make, no masks left to break. This is me, unfiltered, no gloss, no mask, no blur. What you see is what remains when I stop trying to be her. This is me, unfiltered, and I finally understand I'm not the echo or the plan. I'm enough just as I am. The walls are dust, the smile's no lie. The mirror meets my open eyes. No more hiding, no more fear. Every flaw is welcome here. This is me, unfiltered. Every breath, every scar, every blur. What you see is not rehearsed, it's real, it's raw, it's earned. This is me, unfiltered. No more running from the light. For the first time in my life I feel alive. This is me, unfiltered. I used to fade into the walls, a shadow nobody called. But then your eyes found mine, and suddenly I was defined. You didn't try to fix the cracks, you just saw what others passed. You didn't turn away, and that's the day I learned to stay. To be seen is to be loved, no grand words, just enough. You looked and I became, not broken, not ashamed. To be seen is to be loved, and I finally understand. You held my truth in your hands and called it beautiful. I used to whisper in the dark, hoping someone might hear my spark. But silence taught me how to wait, till your gaze rewrote my fate. You didn't ask me to pretend, you saw the start inside the end. You saw the mess, the fear, the ache and state. That's all it takes. To be seen is to be loved. No grand words, just enough. You looked and I became, not broken, not ashamed. To be seen is to be loved. Every scar, every part was safe inside your heart. Now I see clear. Love was never loud. It was here in every gentle look, in every I know you saw me, and I finally saw myself. To be seen is to be loved, not by many, just by one. You stayed and I was found. In your silence I became sound. To be seen is to be loved, and I'll carry that truth above. Now I know what love is made of. To be seen is to be